Hello, grade 6. Welcome back to Chapter 3, Section 8, Communicating about Conclusions from Data Displays. In this graph right here, we are looking at an accurate graph made with real data, and we're going to make sure that all of these things that are necessary for a graph are here. So here's our title, Auto Accidents Compared to Libraries. And here's auto accidents, number of auto accidents. So our vertical axis is labeled. Our horizontal axis is also labeled number of libraries. So for example, this 3,000 right here would indicate that there are, this would be where you would show 3,000 auto accidents. And this particular red dot here shows 3,000 auto accidents. So right here, it looks like this red dot here was in a city that has 6 libraries and had 3,000 auto accidents or collisions. So everything here is labeled. Our scale is correct. Our intervals are correct. Our intervals go by 5, so 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They consistently increase by 5 every time, so that's correct. Our scale goes from 0 to 10,000, and all of these sections here are exactly the same distance or width, 0, 1,000, 2,000, etc., all the way up to 10,000. So our graph, its structure, appears to be correct. And I can also tell you that all of these red dots are true data points that really exist. However, what's really important about today's section is the interpretation of the data, being able to make sure that we can interpret the data correctly. Whoever made this graph also wrote an article that had the title, More Libraries Mean More Auto Accidents. So this person, whoever made this, probably is going to make a case for, hey, how about we reduce the number of libraries? Then we should also reduce the number of auto accidents. We shouldn't put any more libraries in here because the more libraries we put in our city, the more likely we are to cause auto accidents. And now we start looking for theories as to why. So somebody might say, well, people might start to rent DVD or sign out DVDs or sign out books. And because they're signing out more books, maybe they are reading behind the wheel of the car more often. Or maybe their children are laughing so hard from the comics that they're reading, it's causing parents to get into collisions. Well, here's the thing. None of that is actually real. We didn't account for certain things. So let's read number 2. A newspaper reported a study on the relationship between the number of libraries in 20 Canadian cities and the number of auto accidents each year. A. Write a letter to the editor about the headline and scatter plot. Explain what the scatter plot seems to show. We've already talked about the fact that the graph has been made correctly, that these red dots showing data points are accurate. However, the newspaper editor whoever it was who gave this headline isn't accounting for certain things. It's just a given in most situations that as your population increases, 2 things will happen. Your population will be driving more, so more people are going to be behind the wheels of a car. And as your population goes up, you're probably going to have a greater number of libraries because more people might want to use that library for either their internet or research or seeing certain types of print material or things that only are going to be available in a library. So, of course, as the number of people in the city increases, you need more services for those people. One of those services would be libraries. There would also be, for example, a greater number of homes or apartment buildings. And of course, you're going to have more cars. There might also be more buses on the road. Nowhere anywhere here does it show population. It doesn't say that. So this is definitely one way where the data from our graphs can be misused even if the graphs have been made correctly. Thanks, grade 6. Have a good day.